Hormones are a real thing, and so are hormonal issues. Together, we're going to discuss the 12 ways that you can naturally balance your hormones so you can improve your overall health and well-being. After my third baby, I actually struggled a lot with hormonal issues. I felt super depleted, bloated. I really didn't feel like myself. I could just tell that something was off, and I had a really bad brain fog. So I went to a hormonal specialist, and she was a holistic doctor. This is exactly what she told me to do. And when I tell you that I felt the best I've ever felt in my entire life, it works. So I'm sharing with you these 12 steps that I did to heal my own hormones and really change my life. Number one is eat enough protein at every meal. So most of us really are not eating enough protein, and this really makes a difference in how you feel because you're going to feel a lot more satisfied. You're going to be able to build more muscle, and it's going to help level out your glucose levels. This is what helps prevent you from unnecessary weight gain. For example, you want to shoot to eat around 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight that you weigh. So let's say I weigh 120 pounds. I'd probably want to shoot for around 100 to 120 grams of protein a day. The second thing is I want you to engage in regular exercise. So if you don't already have a regular exercise program, then getting on some type of routine or program that helps you move your body is definitely going to help you feel your best. But I also want to note on the other end, I actually was working out too much. I was working out for 2 hours a day, trying to feel like myself again. And it actually made my adrenal fatigue worse. And then I was actually producing more cortisol, which was making me store fat. So it was counterproductive. So you also don't want to over exercise. So what I want you to do is pick a set amount that works for you, that you can be consistent at, but that you also feel energized. So I don't want you to feel drained after either. Number 3 is cut out refined sugar and refined carbs. You don't have to cut them out completely, but I will say that limiting highly refined carbs like breads, pasta, baked goods, that will help you to avoid sugar spikes and constant cravings. And that's what's really gonna help with your gut health as well, to help balance out your hormones. So instead you can opt for like whole grain brown rice, vegetables, sweet potatoes. Those foods that have more of like a lower glycemic index are going to help so that you don't spike your insulin and then have a crash. And it's also going to help with your gut health and healing your hormones. Number 4 is learning how to manage your stress. So unfortunately, chronic stress causes cortisol levels to remain elevated, which will lead to excess calorie intake, and it'll include increased belly fat. Whenever you elevate your adrenaline levels, it can cause higher blood pressure, anxiety. All of those things are linked to higher cortisol, which makes you store fat. So you have to learn ways to help you manage your stress. My favorite way is going for regular walks outside. I love to meditate. I make sure that I get adequate amounts of sleep. I will also really try to limit screen time and try to limit my distractions, because I notice that I feel anxious when I'm constantly distracted, especially as a mom. I get very overstimulated. So trying to limit as much distraction as possible really helps me to kind of feel less stressed. Number 5 is to avoid being in a deficit for too long. So sometimes when you feel like you're not yourself or you're a few pounds overweight and you're really desperate, you can go into these chronic diets for way too long. All that does is ruin your metabolism, and it actually ruins your hormones. So you do not want to stay in a deficit for too long. You actually want to live in maintenance, or you can be building, or whatever makes you feel really good, but staying like chronically under eating, that's what's really going to mess with your hormones. So if you're constantly under eating, I want you to slowly reverse out of that diet so that you're back to maintenance calories and that you can feel your best and heal your hormones. Once your hormones are healed, then you can go back into that cut if you'd like and repair that metabolism. Number 6 is eat fatty fish often. So fatty fish is one of the best sources of long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, which is actually an amazing anti-inflammatory. So what I like to do, because I actually don't like fish, is I take my salmon oils. They are 100% organic and they're wild-caught Alaskan sockeye salmon. They're not from a salmon farm, and they don't give you those gross salmon burp fish oil taste after you take them. So if you don't like fish like me, there are still options to get those healthy fats in through salmon oil. Number 7 is to drink green tea. So green tea is actually one of the healthiest beverages that you can drink. And it can actually increase insulin sensitivity to lower your insulin levels. I actually put organic green tea in my greens for this reason, because they're so healthy, which I'll talk about a little later. Number 8, get consistent, good quality sleep. To maintain optimal hormonal balance, aim for at least 7 hours of high quality sleep per night. And I know that it can be hard when you have little kids. For me, when I had a newborn and I was really struggling with my hormonal issues, I was like laughing. Like, there's no way that I can get 7 hours of consistent sleep. So I understand there's a time and a season, but when you have control over it, don't scroll Instagram till midnight, 1 in the morning. Prioritize your sleep when you can, because it's going to help your hormones heal in the end. One other thing to help you have consistent sleep is to not do any type of blue light right before bed. So staying off your phone right before you go to bed is going to help you get into REM quicker and longer. Number 9 is practice meditation and mindfulness. Now, I actually am a huge proponent of this because I'm a mindfulness meditation coach as well as a personal trainer. I love to help my clients learn how to meditate, because it actually changed my life as a mom, being able to learn how to get out of the stress and the chaos and really ground myself and find peace in the quiet. And so I love to start my day with meditation. If you don't know how to meditate, I do have an entire podcast with meditations on there, because I love helping moms learn how to heal the inner chaos that's going on. So if you've never meditated before, you can even just sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes. Studies have shown that if you just sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes, it resets your brain and it helps lower your stress levels. Number 10 is eat a high fiber diet. So most people don't realize that when you're eating fiber, it's helping to level out your glucose levels, but it's also amazing for your gut health. And it's going to help you not feel as bloated. Fiber helps regulate your hormones, and usually it's found in whole grains or peppers, spinach. It's in tons of vegetables. So as long as you're eating those types of food, it's going to protect against insulin resistance and overeating. Number 11 is consume enough healthy fats. So fat is one of the most crucial elements for hormonal support. And for years, we've been told that fat-free food is good, but then cholesterol and saturated fat are bad. So this is really not healthy. Healthy fat is super important for hormonal function. And so we need certain fatty acids to help us actually manage our cholesterol. And hormonal problems arise because the body doesn't have enough nutrients it needs to make them. So our body needs certain fats for supporting cells and managing hormones. You can find these healthy fats in my salmon oils, in avocados, nuts, seeds, coconut oil. All of those are actually super healthy for you, so do not cut them out. Number 12 is taking supporting supplements. Sometimes you can't get everything you need from food, and that's where supplements can come in. And so for me, these are my top 3 supplements that I took to help regulate my hormones and make me feel amazing. The first one is my greens. The reason I love these is because, like I said, it does have the green tea in it, but it has all of your essential green nutrients that you need for the day. So you're gonna feel amazing. This kind of acts like a toothbrush going through your intestines and just cleaning out all the toxins. And it's gonna help you feel regular and have lots of energy. So I take a shot of this every single morning. The next thing I take is my salmon oil. Like I said, I don't love fish, so this helps with hair, skin, nails, and hormone regulation. The reason why these are so different is a lot of salmon oil actually comes from salmon farms, which are full of bacteria. It's really unsanitary. So my salmon oils are organic. They're from wild-caught Alaskan sockeye salmon. Where you get your salmon oil matters. It does make a difference. There's no mercury. These are amazing. The other supplement that I cannot live without is my digestive enzymes. When I had hormonal issues, a lot of it was because I had vitamin deficiencies. Even though I was eating all of these healthy foods, my body wasn't actually digesting them and absorbing them. And so my hormonal doctor suggested taking a digestive enzyme. I actually have a digestive enzyme already. I had her test all of my supplements and she was so impressed. She said they were the cleanest supplements she's ever found, and she actually started selling them in her practice because she was like, these are amazing. I'm like, I know, I love them so much. So the digestive enzymes, everybody is born with digestive enzymes, but as you age, you actually lose them. So that's why some foods that used to not bother you when you were a kid, now all of a sudden you're sensitive to gluten, or dairy really makes you have a stomach ache, or you feel constipated all the time, or you eat a hamburger and fries and you get heartburn. So this is going to help you. This is just putting your digestive enzymes back in your body. It's helping to work like Pac-Man in your body to break down your food so that you can absorb your food better. And so you're gonna have natural energy because you're actually getting the nutrients from your food. And then you're also going to feel better as far as your digestion. You're not gonna feel bloated. It instantly helps with heartburn or acid reflux, constipation. It helps you to stay regular. If you ever have an upset stomach, you just take the digestive enzymes and you're gonna feel amazing. Hopefully these 12 tips helped you. They completely changed my life and helped me feel the best I've ever felt. So even if you wanna pick a few of these to start working on, I encourage you to do so. You'll feel amazing. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to check out my next video. Why do you feel more exhausted after your workout instead of energized? I'm BodyByBree. Thank you for joining me to create the healthiest, happiest version of yourself, and I'll see you back here next time.